I want to add a dodge and burn layer to Matt. I want to darken up the side of his face, maybe a little bit around his nose and on that darker side of the neck. So this is a technique to just add some depth to the image. So let's hold our Option key, go to Create a New Layer, the icon down at the bottom of the Layers panel, and a dialog box comes up. We're going to call this D and B for dodge and burn. We want to pick mode Soft Light, and then we want to fill with Soft Light Neutral Color 50% Gray. So Soft Light for the mode, fill with Soft Light Neutral Color 50% Gray. Do not touch the opacity here. Hit OK. Now, if you notice, we have another layer. It's just gray. It's not doing anything when I turn it on and off, and that's because of this filter. But if I paint with black or white, I'm going to add darkening or lighten the image. So I've got my brush tool and I have my opacity up here taken down. So I'm going to start at about 30%. I'm going to start by burning in this area right here. So I'm just going to darken what's already dark. And I'm going to pull down the opacity a little bit more. And I'm going to hit his nose area through here. And I'm going to come down here and hit his neck as well. So I'm going to hit this a little bit further over here. I kind of want to darken this up here a little bit, and this I'm just going to tone it down a titch with this. Okay. Now I think that last stroke was too much, so I just did a Command Z to undo. And I think I'll just hit his hair a little bit. Okay, let's see what that did. Wow, look at the drama. So it's pushing us into his eyes, and it's a nice effect. So he's kind of nicely lit there, but it just adds a little bit of drama to the image. So that's a dodge and burn layer. So use it to darken shadow areas. You can also use it to lighten lighter areas if we were to paint with white. Play with the opacity, get a feel for it. This is also one of my favorite things to use, a dodge and burn layer, to do a vignette. So let me show you how to do that right now as well. So we're going to create another dodge and burn layer. So that's Option on your keyboard, click the new layer icon, go to Mode, go to Soft Light, fill with Soft Light, and this one we're going to call Vignette, Vignette, and hit OK. Now we're going to come up to Filter, and we're going to come down here to Lens Correction, Filter, Lens Correction, and in here we're going to go to Custom, and then you see we have Vignette here. We're just going to crank that all the way over to the darkened side. See how the edges are getting darker on our mask layer? And I'm going to hit OK. Boom. There. So we just added a really nice simple vignette. It's not overpowering. It's just helping to force our eye into Matt as our subject. So that worked really nicely. If I wanted to see what it would look like with even more vignette, I could just do Command J to darken it a little further. And if that's too much, you can lower your opacity. So that's one of the things I do quite a bit. I love to add that vignette. So I think Matt is looking pretty good. We did a dodge and burn on his face. We did a vignette for the background. We touched up his skin. Let's see where we started. Remember, if you hold the Option key and you click on the eyeball, on the background eyeball, all the rest of them will turn off at once. So yeah, that's looking pretty darn good.